All right, you're welcome to the sports segment here on AM Show. I'm Benedict Owusu. We have to straight away go into the stories, and we'll start here on the local scene. And if you remember, Akwesi Frimpong, the man who hogged the headlines during the Pyeongchang Winter Olympic Games, was the sole representative for Ghana at that Olympic Games, and Ghana's first skeleton athlete. Well, yesterday he was at the presidency, that's the Jubilee House, to pay a courtesy call on President Akufo-Addo.
And the reason why I chose to represent Ghana starting in 2016 is because I always had the opportunity to represent the Netherlands as I lived there as a track and field athlete. And at the age of 31, it came to myself together with my wife. We talked about it. Like, I haven't done anything for the country I was born. I was 31 years old, and I felt like it was time for me to give back to the country where I'm born. So I decided to do something totally out of my comfort zone to show the rest of the world that what we have as Ghanaians, resilience, determination, a lot of power. And I want to show the rest of the world that we are not afraid to be part of this world. And I represent the Ghana in snow sport because I feel like it gives kids in Ghana the chance to know that no matter what you want to achieve in life, it's possible. And that if you come out of your comfort zone, you can reach a lot. So I represented Ghana again in 2018. Out of 154 athletes, only 30 represented their country, and Ghana was part of it. So I'm the first Ghana skeleton athlete, the second Winter Olympian ever. And I didn't only represent Ghana, but 1.2 billion people in Africa as the only male athlete doing something that 99% of the white people do. The goal is to go to the 2022 Olympics, where I hope to win Ghana's first medal, Olympic medal. Ghana's never won an Olympic medal before, gold medal in history. And that's my target, that's my goal. It's not going to be easy, but I think that if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. So thank you for having me here today and to be in your presence.
All right, so that's Akwesi Frimpong, Ghana's skeleton athlete yesterday at the presidency. That's he went there to pay a courtesy call on Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. We'll have to talk about Ghanaians, and this time to a German-born Ghanaian player. That's Colin Quainer. Well, he plays his club football for Huddersfield Town. Last season, he made 26 appearances and provided 4 assists. Well, he's currently in Ghana, and yesterday we caught him up in our studios on Sports Today. My colleague Nathan Lato interviewed him, and according to Quainer, he's determined to stay at Huddersfield amid transfer rumors.
Yeah, of course, in football, especially in sports, you never know what comes next. You never know. Today you're here, tomorrow you can be somewhere else. So that's what I learned in my career since now, and that's the experience I had, and that's why I'm a type of person who just takes the things the day as it is and just doesn't try to think too far. But for me, at the moment, I said it before, I'm fully focused on Huddersfield and on the next season, and this is my task because I don't know what the future will bring. But of course, also for me, for every player personally, you also seek the next steps, but for me at the moment the next step is, like I said, to make sure that we will stay in the league again.
All right, so that's Colin Quainer. Recently held talks with Coach Kwesi Appiah for a possible call-up to the Black Stars. They're actually not part of this current team. And talk of the Black Stars, they are in Japan. They arrived in Japan yesterday for the international friendly they will play against their counterparts from Japan. And for Japan, they are using that friendly to test their readiness going into the World Cup this year. And for Ghana, is to build a team going into the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers, and eventually when we qualify for the competition. They play Japan and then will fly from Japan to Iceland to also play against Iceland, who will also be making their maiden appearance at this year's World Cup. Definitely will bring you more from the Black Stars camp in later bulletins.